Hi everyone, this is Joyce Chow, and I'm going to give a recap today of my art classes that I taught to a brother and sister. And we started off with an exercise where I told them to trace their hand and to start adding colors and lines, incorporating the elements of art that I've taught them. So this was a past lesson that we did. Um, so the elements of art include space, color, shape, form, value, line, and texture. And I walked them through how to create a color wheel. And we also did value charts, and we practiced with textures and patterns. And then we did this exercise today. So I just took a permanent marker and I traced my hand, and then inside I've used watercolor and I put a little bit of colored pencil too. I'm not done with this yet, but I like it so far. I like the colors, kind of like a sunset. And you can see I've put different types of lines, and I started doing this diamond shape. So this was an exercise I wanted them to do just to get warmed up and to remember the elements of art. And after that, we started working on banana. And I actually took a banana and tried to paint a watercolor banana. And we're actually going to be working on this fruit bowl starting next week. We worked on the bowl today, and we'll be adding more fruit next week. So that was a lot of fun, and they're so sweet. And yeah, I just also wanted to share yesterday when I was teaching my students, they were younger kids, but one who's 6 years old or 7 years old, at the end of the class, she was like, Joyce, I'm going to miss you so much. I don't want even to leave the call. And she was just, she warms my heart. And after the class, I started teaching two other girls. They're about 10 years old, and we continued working on this picture. And it's been cool because we're just adding more and more animals. At first, I thought we were just going to do the cat. Um, but the owner's cat, she wanted to do her turtle too. So we started doing her turtle, and then I asked them what they would like to do next, and they wanted to do more animals. So then we found this cute bunny and started painting this bunny. And we may even add some more animals to this, and definitely need to add more of the background. But I'm really liking how this is turning out so far, and I just leave it on my desk, and always look forward to teaching my classes every week. And all the students are just so great, and they always have so much fun. And next week, we'll probably start doing more portrait stuff. So this is what we started in another class. Um, Basically, trying to think about, um, you know, breaking off the face into different sections so then it's easier to do proportions, and then we'll start adding more features gradually. So that's really exciting. And another class of mine, so I also teach students private lessons, but another private lesson that I had, we started working on facial features. So last class with my student, we worked on lips. So this is my watercolor lips that I'm liking how they're turning out. Definitely need to keep adding detail to make it look even more realistic, but it's just so fascinating, like to think about textures and value and shading. And I think just I had a student ask me like, "Do you practice before you teach us?" And I was like, "Yeah, actually, I do." And I feel like I practice even when I teach them, and I'm always looking for ways to like improve how I teach the kids. And I want them to have fun, so I don't want to just tell them, "Oh, you have to do this. Like you have to do this exactly how I do it." If we are working from a reference photo, of course, I want them to do that as much as possible. But for example, this piece, when I told the kids to do this exercise, I wanted them all to do their own colors, their own shapes, and to exercise their creativity. And it's always cool to see like each child's style is unique, and their favorite colors are different, and each of them are so special. So yeah, I really enjoy teaching the art classes to the kids, and they teach me so much too. Like they're just so excited and really optimistic. On the flip side, though, I've actually had a couple of kids cry in my art classes before. Um, and their moms will tell me, like, these are usually the younger ones, like maybe 5, and their moms will tell me, like, oh yeah, like so and so, like they just want it to be just like yours, like exactly like yours, and if it's not, then they get really frustrated. And I try to encourage the parents and encourage the kids, that it doesn't have to be exactly like mine. Like, and tell the kids who are like 5, I'm like, I'm 24, like you're only 5, like don't be too hard on yourself. It just takes practice, and not to be discouraged. And if you are an artist, or if you are someone who wants to improve your art skills, like it comes with practice and patience. Like this these skills don't just happen overnight. And for me, I know, like, I look back on my work and a lot of things that I've done, like even this painting that I did in high school right here, is part of a banana piece. I called it Banana Phone, but I look at this how many years after I made it, uh, maybe like 6 or 7 years after I painted it. I'm like, oh, these proportions are off, and oh, these colors are off, but I still think, I'm really glad that I made this though. Like it makes me feel happy. And I had a mom that saw this painting and she's like, oh, it makes me feel happy just looking at it. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm hoping with these art classes, and even with these videos, to help inspire and to bring others joy through what brings me so much joy, which is art and illustrations in particular. So yeah, stay tuned for more updates, and more artwork. I think I also want to do a video about my desk. So this is actually the surface of my desk that I've painted on top of. So last summer during quarantine, I just thought, hey, it'd be cool to start painting on my desk, because I was doing the graduate diploma at the Royal College of Art, but because of COVID, I had to come back home. And so I started working on this for a project that we had called Artifact, just because this desk I've had since I was maybe 5 years old. So this desk is pretty special, because I think about how much I've used it and how many hours of studying I use this desk for, and now creating art again. So I'm really grateful, and yeah, I would definitely like to continue painting it. I haven't painted it in a while. I just use like regular acrylics. But yeah, this is also something that I'd like to continue working on, and maybe taking you through the process of how I finish it. So thank you for watching, and hope you have a lovely rest of your day.